for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult third and goal here. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Johnson. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This pass complete to Melton. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Bo Melton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 27, Jackson throwing quickly for Mark Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll set up a throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Dobbins is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second down and goal. Jackson forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. 3rd and goal, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deontay Johnson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. That's out quickly to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Flank 6. Flank 6. Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Dancing to his left. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 37. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city. maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson steps away. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave it with a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on 1st down, rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brand, that's just not right. You throw it over the middle into all that coverage, and the tip ball goes your way.
Dangerous, but hey, I guess the outcome worked, right?
Oh, boy, did it ever. And, boy, that's the type of play that can give a team a lot of momentum.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Right back to Dobbins on first. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Dobbins. Down right around the 25. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Johnson's got it complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Let's go. You tighten up. Shit. Right on these two. Check, six.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9. Jackson now. And that'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Mahomes. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now, the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Butker on for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot for Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Chiefs, It's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.